Hello everyone, Flash Notion here, back for another reaction to Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and I am trying something very different right now. I'm not recording using my usual software, I'm attempting to record using OBS, which means that everything that you're actually seeing right now, all the visuals, I can edit in live time. Like, if I go over here, I can change my face, like I can immediately go to something where it's just like this. Ah! And if I cancel it, it just goes back to normal. But, yeah, I might have to figure out an easier way to do that. Maybe just, like, switching between them. I mean, loading them all into OBS seems like a bit of a pain, and I'm probably not going to make use of this feature in this reaction. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I also have changed the audio levels in the recording. So Star versus the actual audio from the show and the audio from my voice should be already at the levels that I want them to be without me needing to do any editing work in the actual editor program. All I'm gonna do is splice together this recording with my intro and outro, and obviously separate out the actual reaction from the rest of it, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that this time. I guess maybe just yeah, I don't know, actually. I'll think about that. But for right now, let's talk about what we did last time. Last time we had quite the interesting set. Quest by going out of business, Jana being weird there. But yeah, that one was just fun. Then we had the Kelly one, and that one was like super cute, but also, kind of setting up for the next one where, Marco is Marco's realizing that his feelings for Star aren't going away. And Star's maybe realizing the same thing in reverse. And, the two of them, they want it to go away a little bit, sort of, but not completely. They still want to be friends, sort of. They just wish things weren't so complicated. And so they go to... when Tom finds out, though, he basically says it's a curse, and it's time to go to the underworld and sever the curse, and they do, but it's unclear whether or not Marco and Star are actually, not feeling things anymore. So, should be interesting to see where we go from that. And we also had a nice little moment between Marco and Eclipsa that, the more I watched that in the editing process, God, that was amazing. Oh, I just realized I will also have to get the thumbnail picture from the editor as well. So that's gonna be fun, but we'll get there. So this time though, episodes 9 and 10. Well, titles are Princess Quasar Caterpillar and the Magic Bell. That is an amazing title. It sounds like a children's novel. Or book, at least, I guess. Not a novel. But, Quasar Caterpillar. I definitely want to know what that's about. The only thing I can think of is that it might be, an in-universe story. Oh, maybe it's a bedtime story from Meteora. That would be adorable. I'd love that. Ghost of Butterfly Castle. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't able to look away from the description in time. I saw Moon and River. So I'm guessing they're going to return to the old Butterfly Castle and, find that it's haunted in some way, shape, or form. That could be cool. Cornball for episode 10A. Muni's national sport, maybe? Usually when you call someone a cornball, you're saying that they're really corny and goofy. So, oh, I see Buff Frog in that description. And finally, Meteora's Lesson. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Saw the first part of the description there. Eclipsa asked Janna to babysit. We're doomed. We are so freaking doomed. Oh god. But it looks like this is going to be a very interesting set. So I guess that means it's about time for us to get started. So we'll switch over the scene here. And now everything is ready to go. And you can see it's doing a live capture of the thing. I guess we will get started in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Had to wait for a minute there because there was an ambulance. It was loud. Let's switch over to this one. Okay. Wow. So yeah, holy fuck. Where do we even begin? Just what the actual fuck? Like, no, I seriously don't know where to begin, because I'm really, oh, man. I don't even, okay. We're going to ignore the last episode for just a while and just try and go in order here. So, the first one started out very weird with just basically replaying the season... Was it season 2 or season 3? I think it was season 2. Yeah, the season 2 mid-season finale. Bon Bon the Birthday Clown. Yeah, like it was literally just an exact recreation. We had analogs for all the characters. And, you know, the bell thing was stupid, but hey, whatever. I mean, I'm Princess Quasar Caterpillar, Star Butterfly. Wow. I can't believe I didn't actually make that connection. I also want to know, like, why the episode is named after her when she has nothing to do with the rest of the episode. But yeah, Ludo. Yeah, Ludo's whole thing there was. It's a pretty good little ending to his story. I imagine that's the last time we'll see Ludo, unless he comes to help Star in some way with the finale, which would be pretty cool. Him and all of his siblings coming to help. Yeah, that rat there is a rat bastard who is now dead, apparently. I'm not sure how to feel about that, but you know what? Ludo actually was pretty cool there, putting on the air of the villain and making a pretty badass boast. Like admittedly, when you see the context for all the stuff that Ludo has done, he's ridiculous. He's so ridiculous. But when you actually break it down to like the basic of what he did without the details, like it sounds pretty epic. And yeah, he's actually pretty cool. So yeah, he's silly, but he's also cool. And yeah, I literally got chills when he was making that boast. It was wow. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked how that episode ended. Most of it was just weird though. The second one, yeah, I figured it was Mina. Pretty much as soon as we got there and we started seeing things and looking around, like, who else, what other character that we know of would still be living in this ancient ruin and would still be, like, repairing tapestries and whatnot? And it really, like, the Yada Yada Berry thing, yeah, I'd forgotten about that, honestly. I didn't know if they were actually gonna bring it back. But yeah, now we know it was Mina, and I'm not surprised at all, in hindsight. That just makes so much sense. But, like, yeah, I have some words for Moon, but we'll get to that later, I think. The majority of that episode was pretty cool, and seeing how things were going outside of Eclipse's little circle. But yeah, the ending, I have words for Moon. But we'll wait until after we've covered the actual non-important stuff. Well, not non-important, but like the simple stuff. All right. So cornball. I mean, yeah, they're trying to have a sports event celebrating integration, but like nothing's properly integrated. The racism and prejudice there still exists, and the adults resent each other. The children are fine because they haven't been indoctrinated to it yet, but like it's still there, and like you can't force people to get along, I guess. I mean, you can, but they'll resent you for it. Just as much as they resent the other people. It's just a fucked up thing. Like, I don't know. Racism, you know, sometimes allegory, or like, is allegory the right word? Like, these fictional situations that are put in to represent that sort of stuff, sometimes, you know, it gets a bit heavy-handed, it feels like. But then you actually go back and you don't even have to go back, you just have to read about things that happen in real life. The fucking, like, the KKK, I'm pretty sure, still exists in some form or fashion. Definitely white supremacist groups still exist. Hate groups in general still exist. And, like, it just gets tiring to think about, and to be like, to know that sort of stuff is out there. It's just, I don't get it. I've never gotten it. And yeah, I don't know. I just, like, I understand that people have those prejudices. I understand that they might have their reasons of sorts for it, whether that's just how they were raised, or whether it's because they had some kind of bad experience that colored their perception of things. You know, there's different reasons, but at the end of the day, none of those reasons actually justify hurting other people, even if you don't see them as other people. Like, for fuck's sake, a dolphin's not a person, but you shouldn't just walk up to a dolphin and shoot it in the head or something. Like, I don't know what I'm saying there, but just like, you know, you can't be an asshole about stuff like that. You can be an asshole about other things, and, you know, it's more acceptable, but like, I mean, to be fair, I don't really like assholes, and, you know, that's, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's just, again, it's tiring. It's tiring to think about. It's tiring to try and just find new things to say, because what else are you going to say? Racism is bad. There's no good side to racism. You know what the funny, or rather stupid part is? Can you imagine a world in which the racists actually got their way? In which all members of humanity, other than their specific, appearance-based, whatevers, their specific group of people that they wanted to survive, everyone else died. What do you think would happen in the long run? The population would grow, and it would spread to different regions of the world, and as a result would develop different religions, different cultures, different skin coloration. It would happen. That's just how it would be. It might take a while. It might take hundreds or even thousands of years, honestly. But, it's simple fact that it would happen. And so any amount of ethnic cleansing or other bullshit like it is just going to be temporary. I don't know. It's just dumb. People who do have prejudices are not inherently dumb. But people who have their prejudices and then attempt to hurt other people based on those prejudices, they're dumb. They are very dumb and very short-sighted and self-centered. That's all I gotta say on that one. Okay. Now, let's address Moon and her choice at the end there. Because Moon is wrong. Moon is falling victim to, the Spider-Man issue. I'm not sure which version of Spider-Man to reference, so we're just gonna, go with all of them. Sometimes it's gonna be the Tobey Maguire version, sometimes it's gonna be the Tom Holland version, but I relatively recently did my reaction to No Way Home, and that movie made a pretty big deal out of having Aunt May tell Peter the power responsibility thing. And as it turns out, after I watched that, I found out the version that they used in that movie is actually the original comic version, where it's just because with great power comes great responsibility is how everybody knows the phrase because of those Sam Raimi movies. But in the original, it's must come great responsibility. As in, it's not just that if you have power, you should use it. You have a responsibility to use your power to help people if you are capable. It's one of those things where they say all that's necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. And I've always said that if they do nothing, in the end, they're not good people. Or at least they're not making good decisions, which is also how I've always made the distinction. There are no good people or bad people. There are just people who make good or bad decisions, and the ones who make bad decisions typically end up as the antagonists or villains of the story, which is why I'm very concerned for Eclipsa. Quick drink. But Moon here is making a very bad decision. She has the organizational skills. She has the magical power. She has the air of authority to command other people. She could do a lot to help Muni, even without being queen. She could just be a person and or like an advisor maybe. And she can change a lot of hearts and minds, or at the very least, ease transitions. Or, curb Eclipsa's more negative tendencies in a way that Star might not be able to. Simply because Star doesn't have the experience that Moon does. But Moon here is doing what Spider-Man, or rather Peter Parker, did in that first movie. When confronted by a responsibility, she's turning a blind eye. She's saying, it's not my problem. And we all know how that turned out in that first Spider-Man movie. Uncle Ben getting shot. So, like, it also bears some resemblance, I guess, to Spider-Man 2, where, Peter's just like, no, Uncle Ben, I'm not doing that anymore. I have to give it up. I'm Spider-Man no more. But, of course, he came back to it in the end. He had to, because he had the power, he had the responsibility, and he recognized that if he's not using all of his power to help and the bad things happen, like, he bears that responsibility for not helping where he could, for not using his powers to prevent the bad things. So I feel like Moon is going to learn a very harsh lesson of that sort by the end of this. Her unwillingness to intervene is going to blow up very much. And as a result, somebody, whether it's Eclipsa or Star or River, somebody is going to point out to her that, like, yeah, you have to take time for yourself, but, like, there's a difference between that and just shirking responsibility. And, like, Moon didn't even have to actually stop Mina herself, but she could have at least warned Eclipsa and Star that, hey, the person trying to yada yada Eclipsa is Mina Loveberry, and, like, you're gonna have problems in the future from her. Like, just a warning is enough to, at least make her less at fault for things, but she doesn't even pass on a warning. And it doesn't seem like River's going to either, so yeah, that Moon is in the wrong here. Especially because, yeah, as I'm reading this, she is doing this purely to spite Mina at this point. Like, that's not a good reason. And then we get to the last episode, which, holy fuck nuggets! What the hell? Like, okay, first thing first, Glossaryck was... Okay, we already knew that Glossaryck was, like, the founder of the council. I'm pretty sure that was something that we learned way back around the time when the council was first introduced. When was the council first introduced? Okay, let's see. Come on. Nope. 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 Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, Box of Truth. Rasticor. Nope. 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 Into the Wand. When did we first meet them? Naysayer. Oh, okay, that one was weird. Okay, it would have been after that then, I guess. Come on. Running with Scissors. Okay, so we met Hekapu, like, personally there, but I could have sworn we met the entire council, like, before that. Heinous. Bury it. Yeah, we would have met them all before that. I don't remember where, though. Into the Wand. No, that's not it either. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to like look it up. But yeah, the magical council. Wait. Okay, they would have been introduced. Let's see, running with scissors, math magic as Omnitraxis Prime. So yeah, it would have been before that. Before Baby. Was it? Glossaric. Ah! Page Turner. Glossaric is summoned to the Bureau of Magic, while Star looks into Eclipse's chapter. Glossaric has to go and meet the council. That's the episode. Okay, so episode 13A of season 2 was when we met them. And now I've completely forgotten why I was going on about that. But okay, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was around that time that we learned that Glossaric founded the council, that he's super powerful. But like, there's still a lot about Glossaric that we don't know. Like, at first he seemed to just be like this genie, this mentor figure, like the spell books, not keeper, but like it almost seemed like he was bound to it, where like he and it were one. I don't know, but yeah. But now we find out that he has a freaking son, which is weird. And then we see that Glossaric can just traverse time and like he apparently, yeah, he made the wand, and yeah, okay, it also seemed as though, and this is just speculation, but it seemed like the first Mumins were actually humans who fell through like a magic portal. Like they sailed across a lake of pure magic, it looked like, and ended up on Muni. And I feel like that mutated them. Could be wrong about that, but that's what it looked like. And yeah, the fact that that Glossaric just, so casually introduces these early humans to like all the aspects of their freaking culture and like just everything about them that is important. Like, yep, here's your magic wand, here's who you are, you guys like corn apparently, and you are, gonna shelter by that stump, so you have stump day. Like, what the hell? I'm having trouble wrapping my head around that, because it happens so, not necessarily quick, but like so casually. There's no build up to it. This isn't even like a mid-season finale type of thing. This is just a regular episode that is just dropping these bombs on us. And it also seems, we meet Toffee, young Toffee, who is, very interesting. But like, it seems as though Glossaryck is, purposefully influencing history and time to go in a certain direction that he wants. He had the Mumins. He gave the Mumins all their stuff. He gave the Mumins their stuff. He basically seems to have set Toffee on his path to being first the warlord that we saw in the past, and then, the big bad of seasons 1 and 2, I guess, and start of 3. Most of the show, half the show, ish. That, I guess that explains why he wanted to destroy magic. Maybe? I still feel like there's a piece we didn't know. Right? Because when Toffee died, he was ranting about, like, I'm the only one who knows what's going to happen next. And, like, what was going to happen next? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird and it's crazy, and like, did he know that, like, it's such a stable time loop. Toffee becomes the big bad, and they have to free Eclipsa to figure out how to beat him, or by beating him they do free Eclipsa. And because Eclipsa is freed, Meteora comes back. Meteora gets turned into a baby. Glossaryck takes baby Meteora back in time and sets Toffee on the path to becoming the big bad. Like, this is just messing with my head. Because, like, what's Glossaryck's end game with this? What is he doing? Why is he doing it? I don't know. I don't get it, and it's confusing, and this was a really cool set of episodes. Simply because of all this stuff. Like, I'm glad it's so intriguing and confusing, and, like, there's so much going on, so much set up, and so much that hasn't quite been resolved yet. But that seems like it's going to be important in the long run. Yeah. This was a good set. But I think that's going to be all for this video. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. But until then, bye-bye.